A further look at Ark on Unreal Engine 5, more bugs being patched and what's happening to console, and selling Ark items for real money. Is it okay? You're right kids, it's Ross Clark and welcome to your regular Ark community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So if you caught my news video last weekend, of course we went through the Summer Bash event that's dropping next week. June the 30th, that's when it's dropping, and I've gone through it all in that video, go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. But the big news surrounding it, of course, is not the inflatable Rex costume that we now have a gif of running constantly, and to be fair, everybody wants this costume. No, it's HoobeZa, our web and video production lead for Wildcard. He, of course, made the trailer for the Summer Bash, and there was something a bit different with it, and we all learned that it was because it was filmed on Unreal Engine 5. What HoobeZa had done was pull those assets from Ark 1 that was on Unreal Engine 3 and move them over to Unreal Engine 5, which is what Ark 2 is going to be made on. And the reception to this was quite exciting. Ark on the brand new engine. What's the capabilities? What can be done? What can we see so far? What's this new environment that it was filmed on? Well, HoobeZa put out a tweet yesterday asking if we would like to see how this was made. Of course, a resounding yes, and if you've not seen that tweet, get on it. I'll leave a link in the description and tell HoobeZa we need to see this. The first opportunity to see what Ark assets are like within the new Unreal Engine 5 is a big deal. It's going to give us at least some insight at next gen Ark. What's not to love? And I really hope that HoobeZa makes this stream. So everybody get on it, get on the tweet, tell him to do it. We need to see this happening. Technically no new patches to report, however, there was a big transfer issue across the network last night that seems to have been resolved, and pretty swiftly it was done within 1 hour. But I'm getting a lot of reports off you saying that the patches that came to Xbox and PS4 or PS5, that PC of course got, you haven't got yet. In particular beehives and BPs, apparently you're still getting primitive BPs. It's the first two things on the patch notes that primitive supply crates have been resolved and bees are in the maps. And I think I may know the reason now. These patches were updates for servers, not client side. So if you're playing on a server, you should be absolutely fine now. But if you're playing on single player, it's a possibility that you're still having this issue. However, if you are playing on servers and you're still having this issue, drop a comment below. You shouldn't be having this issue at all now. The patch dropped almost a week ago. In fact, over a week ago. And if you want to learn more about bees and where to find them and what they do, I did a video last night, link in the description. One patch I know PC has got and hasn't come to console yet is rhino horns. And the net gun, but the less said about that the better. It's going to be patched. The next major version patch to consoles, you'll see that removed. And finally, you'll be able to feed mantis with rhino horns. I did a test on that yesterday as it happens, but there's no ETA yet, so I'm going to assume you're going to see something at the end of the week. So it's controversial time. A lot of you have been in touch with me regarding people selling items, creatures or whatnot in-game in Ark for real life cash money, and feeling like I can highlight those particular cases to create some form of perhaps mob attack on those players. Now let's get one thing straight, selling creatures or anything in-game related to Ark for real money is not allowed. It's against misconduct. It always has been and it always will be. But it's one of the biggest misconduct issues that's been around in Ark since the game launched. I remember this going on way back in Legacy days, especially when people were able to dupe, and you've only got to go on eBay to see. Shadow Mains, £6. Maywing, £4. Void Wirram, £4.50. Behemoth Gates, Tech Starter Bundle, 25 quid. And this isn't anything new, this has been going on for so long now. In fact, I've spoken to people in the past that earned a living off selling dinos in Ark. Sadly, in some form or other, ARK Survival Evolved has become a bit of a supply and demand game, as getting the much harder creatures can be a pain. But don't buy anything that's being sold. You should never ever buy anything. Not only are you breaking the misconduct rules, you're encouraging it. There are certainly plenty of players out there that trade for in-game stuff, which you should do, but to quote Wildcard, trading for real world currency is not an accepted form of trading. So to those people that are coming to me with individual cases, report it. Just report it. There's a code of conduct violations page where you can report stuff such as this. I'll leave a link in the description, and you've simply got to file a ticket. But more importantly, collate all the evidence you can. Collate everything you possibly can, photos and videos, factual information, and get it out to Wildcard. They will act upon this. They don't want to see it's misconduct, but you must ensure you have the proof. Going to them with a rumour that EU server 293 is duping or selling stuff isn't enough. Give them the information to act upon it. Yes, of course, in cases they will investigate. But if you can give them the proof to act upon it, they don't need to investigate. You've given them all the ammo they need to take action. But this alone, it's nothing new. I see eBay listings all the time. There's 1,995 listings on eBay under ARK Survival Evolved. Of course, that's not just game listings, but the majority of the listings are stuff, in-game stuff being sold. Look at it. Look, it's still going. It's still going. Oh my word. £400 for a small tribe's oil cave. Just don't do it. Just don't buy this stuff. That's the simple answer. Don't buy this stuff. Consider this above everything else. Anything you buy in-game for ARK has a possibility of dying. All that money spent on whatever it is could eventually go away and disappear. Don't do it. And I'm sure I'll get some backlash over this from some players, but it's against misconduct. You can't do it. It's as simple as that. And do you agree with me, or do you agree with the people that are selling this stuff? Drop a comment below. Let me know. This is the big debate. What do you think? And more importantly, get it reported. If you see anything like this, anyone creating misconduct, report it. That's it. Thanks all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Of course, there's a big one coming up soon on news. The Summer Bash. We're going to get more details this weekend and find out how to unlock the Rex costume of epic proportions. My name's Ross Clark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, peace out.